Alright guys, this is just a follow-up on that video that I've done earlier with the raw food and the powders that I've got now, because I mentioned something about what they want to put into the flour now, mainstream in the food chain, and what I think about all this in order to eat properly. And I just wanted to do a follow-up really of what's happening with the UK food. And what I haven't had dairy products, or should I say cheese, I haven't had cheese and milk for a year now, since the bovaer situation started. To say up front, this is all my personal experience, my personal opinion. This is just me experiencing what's happening out there. So that's all for that statement. So let's continue. I have seen a video earlier which prompted me to actually just start speaking about this, because I'm just sick and tired of just having to completely shut up about it. And okay, so here we are. The situation with the supermarket food is getting a little bit out of hand in my eyes. I have watched a couple of videos in the past few weeks, as well as when bovaer started back in was it October, November last year, is when I followed this, or started following this whole thing quite a bit. And that's when I cut off milk products last year, and I was very thankful for a couple of people on YouTube channels that taken their time in order to go through dairy product codes and show people which ones have used that product, bovaer, and which ones don't. And I don't even know if I want to put this video up, because I don't like to be or should I say cancelled, or there are certain things you can say and certain things you can't on YouTube. That's the problem. So, but I needed to get this out there somehow. It's just like, what in the heck is going on here? Basically. So I stopped eating cheese last year because of bovaer, and the main reason was because I could not get any proper cheese that was without the product, or was without the suppliers using bovaer in their products, in their milk. And that's why I decided to stop it. I don't want this in my food. I don't want this, even though they said it's not going into the food chain, which is just impossible. If you put it in your body, it definitely goes somewhere. So that's my opinion. Just saying. If the cow ingests it, it's going somewhere. So whatever they say, I have my own opinion about it. And I had to be right. 1 year later, they admit it goes through. So will be traces found in your milk. And I'm like, well, that's why I stopped doing it. And I went through with it. It is, I'm telling you, it's not easy. I'm not a vegan, and I never wanted to be a vegan. I'm a vegetarian. I don't eat meat, but I didn't want to give up on my cheeses. I love cheese, and I try to do it not from a supermarket, but due to my financial situation, I just can't go to a farm shop and just pay double the price for a cheese. It just doesn't work. I'd love to do at some point, but right now it's just not happening. So I stopped using cheese, and every time I go in the shops and see the cheeses, I'm like, I'm not even tempted, because I know that most of them have the product in it, and I'm just not gonna take it. So I stopped doing that. I have to say, I have bought butter, which were definitely for sure a company that are not using it. And so I've been using butter on and off, not every day, on and off for the past year. And that was the only dairy product that I could have in my in my food so far. And that stayed like this whole time, and it probably won't change because they won't stop with the additive. They just won't, and it's just shocking to me. I will see where this goes, but for now cheeses are just out of the question for me, as well as milk. I can't drink milk anyway. I used to have make my own oat milk from oats, but that seems to upset somehow in some point, so I just had to let it go. I'm just using water for my oats in the morning, as you may be seen in one of the other videos of mine, and that's how I'm using my oats. It is just, it's fine by me. I don't have a problem with it. It's just when you want to have a coffee, which I don't drink because of my gut system, or if you want to have a hot chocolate, which I don't drink either. So it's just like, yeah, I don't need it. And that's been staying like this. I would like to have cheese at some point again, but when that happens, I have no idea. And that's the first thing that's shocking. And a lot of people still have no clue what bovaer actually is, which is crazy to me to say. It's just like, why don't you do some research on where your food comes from? Why do you accept what's on the shelves just like that? And all that research for me started when I looked into kibble. As I said in the other video, when I started researching on how to read food labels, I never stopped. I have not stopped since, and I've skipped quite a lot of food for myself as well that I just chose not to eat anymore, including yogurts. I loved yogurts, but no more. It's just not happening anymore. And where am I going with this? So yeah, it's just going to keep going continuously with like things that I have to cut out of my life, because the supermarkets are just experimenting with different things that I'm not agreeing with. And since I started looking into food labels, ingredients, that's just making me sick, really. What's going into our food that we don't even know about. And the next thing is the recent announcements of adding synthetic folic acid into the bread flours, or grain flour in general. And in the UK it's going to happen, I think, mid of this month, after Christmas or something. Don't take me on that, just do your own research if you want to know about stuff, because I don't know where the articles are. So I just heard that about this month now, or possibly by the end of the year, that they're going to be putting this in mandatory into flours, like bigger chains, bigger companies that produce flour. And you will definitely find this in the supermarket shelves on every single flour. So they have to mark it in the ingredients, and that means I will not even be able to buy the flour anymore. And I've been doing pancakes lately quite a bit, so I might have to cut off the pancake consumption in order to not get synthetic folic acid into me. Do your own research on how it affects the body, and it's not nice. And it's scary. It's scary that they just assume people need it and putting it into anything flour-wise, because yeah, what do? If it's in the milk, like the bovaer, you decide to not have it and can't get into alternatives, you just have to cut it out. Same with the bread flour. If you can't get into alternatives, you just have to cut it out, and there's no substitute for it or alternative for it. And that's how I've been living in the past at least year, and my food consumption has been shrunk down quite a bit due to these cases. Call me crazy, but I don't want that stuff in my food, and therefore I'm deciding on not to eat it, meaning yeah, I'm eating less and less and less. It's not cool, I don't like it, but I prefer not to have it in my food. So yeah, that's why I just wanted to get rid of, and just to say out there that I'm very frustrated about how this whole food situation is going. I could go on for some more time about the UK farming situation, that this is going downhill quite fast, that most people don't know about this, and that there are fake farms in the supermarket shelves that people don't know about, and they're thinking that they're supporting UK farmers, which isn't the case, and lots of things that have been found out lately, and it's just blowing my mind that literally a lot of people are blind to this, that they don't know about this. But I think if you don't research about it, you just don't know. And again, I just wanted to put it out there for people to know, and I might look up some videos that I popped the link in the description if you want to know some more details about it. One channel that I've seen, or that I know about, that I watch almost every time she puts a video out, is the Food Files. That's a UK woman. She does quite a lot of research and a lot of good work in order to inform people of what's happening, and she explains quite a lot of things. So if you want to check out her channel about what it is and what the folic acid is about and everything, just go ahead and do it, because she explains it way better than me. But I just wanted to say what I've had to say, really. Let me know if you have comments. Just chat in the comments below and I'll reply if you want. Right, that's me to this subject, and yeah, I'll see you later.